Hello, I'm Julie Farrar. I'm the guider in charge at Arbory Brownies.
Now, Julie, I'd imagine this isn't the sort of thing you do every week.
No, we're working towards our Vote 100 Challenge badge, and we're celebrating 100 years of suffrage and votes for women. And surprisingly, Jiu-Jitsu was practiced by the Suffragettes as a form of defence when things got a little bit nasty when they were in their struggle.
Did you discover this yourselves? Because I'd never heard this before.
Well, when we're doing a challenge, we do a little bit of investigation about what, we want to teach different things. And it was just a massive surprise, and we just thought we cannot let this one go. So, yeah, that's what we did.
That image, though, of the idea of suffragettes with all their long skirts and their petticoats doing jiu-jitsu. So did you find incidents of when it was actually used by them?
What they actually did was they were training people, and then they had like a team of people that were bodyguards. So when people were going out with placards and demonstrating and training themselves up, these women would go and defend these women against the police. It was the police who were using batons and things like that, trying to keep public order. But I can't imagine a high kick in a long skirt, can you?
Julie, are you a bit nervous about this? They're about to throw each other onto a mat.
Yes, indeed. Some are a bit more enthusiastic than others.
Obviously, it's all safe, but the main thing about it is this could protect them in the future, couldn't it?
Well, yeah, I think that it's always good to be prepared. We are girl guides after all.
So, push it on the hips like this, push it away from me, broken her grip. Put my hand around her back, see like that? On the shoulder, bring my leg across the front of it. Yeah? Yeah, just be really gentle with your palms. We'll give that a go, guys.
Conrad, just tell me what you've got them doing now.
Okay, so at the moment they're just going through a push and pull exercise. Basically, if someone's pushing you, how to put your feet so you don't fall over. And if someone's pulling you, to do the same thing, but also release that grip of their wrist.
And they're really doing it though, aren't they? They're not just playing at this.
No, they're really giving it a go. They're really enthusiastic. They seem to be enjoying it. Very loud. They seem to be having a good time.
The thing that always amazes me about the few times that I've been, it doesn't matter what size you are, and it doesn't matter what size your opponent is.
Well, that's a huge thing about Jiu-Jitsu. It was developed mainly by a guy called Gracie, who was really small. He was like a weaker brother of the other Gracies, and he used it and adapted it, and that's a lot of stuff we do here, because to use against the bigger person.
So Conrad thinks he's got a way of making these children be quiet. To go on, do it, Con.
I've got to say, this thing where you hold your hand up and they all go quiet, that's remarkable.
Genius.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the suffrage badge that you're talking about, is this a new thing, or has this always been part of the Brownies and Guides?
No, it is a new thing. It's a challenge badge in celebration of the 100 years in the UK. But of course, the Isle of Man was the very first country in the whole world to give women the vote, as I'm sure you know. So I think as an island, Girl Guiding will be doing something maybe a little bit in a couple of years' time for 125 years, and maybe we'll do something to celebrate Isle of Man women's suffrage.
And do they know about Sophia Goulden?
They do indeed. Yes, they do. It would be rather remiss of us if we didn't say who was the mother of Emily Pankhurst, wouldn't it?
My name's Eve and I'm 7 years old. My name is Chloe and I'm 9 years old.
Okay, so Eve, just tell me a bit about what you've been doing here.
We have made some suffragette cakes and some sashes that the suffragettes wore.
What is a suffragette?
They're people who are trying to get votes for women because the men were just voting, so they wanted to get their vote too.
And what is it that's special about the Isle of Man when it comes to votes?
Because the women actually managed to get them, but they had to go through a hard time because they had to be force-fed.
Do you know the name of the woman who's from the Isle of Man that was the mother of the first suffragette?
Sophia.
And what are you doing here tonight?
We're learning something that the women had to do to protect them when they were fighting for their votes. Jiu-Jitsu.
What's it been like then?
It's been very fun but hard work too.
What was your favourite bit?
When we did the bit where we had to push them over.
And what did you think of it?
I thought it was very fun. My favourite bit was when we got to throw each other on the mats.
I mean, they've never done anything like this. And until we started to do this, we didn't even know what Jiu-Jitsu was. So as you can see, they're all totally engaged. So I think we will be doing more of this for sure.